And just like that, I think we are live. So this is fun. Apparently, Joe Van Cleve, yes, that Joe Van Cleve of Typewriter Typosphere popularity, decided this was a really good idea. We'll just pop in and do some lives from time to time. It's late on a Friday night here in the Muse. Where are we? We're in the shop. Muse shop. Trying the thing where the camera's facing the other way, so that is, I'm using the front camera. It was something somebody recommended, and I thought, cool. I mean, anything's possible in this world. Yeah, I think it's good. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to die this case. Make sure it's good to go. I got to get over here to Grace's bench. We got a small bucket of goodness for such things. Somebody asked the other day, what do we use? It's very simple, just liquid shoe polish. And then we got some heavy cream and mostly this sponge that really gets everything worked in. So let's get, looks like the outside of this case was pretty happily done. Let's do a bit on the inside. Make sure anything that can be given a little bit of moisture, a little bit of dye and color is as such. The shoe polish, it's just water based. It's pretty light, but we like it. I must admit, I'm really embarrassed. My bench is an absolute mess right now. I'm just kind of going. This machine has already had its QC test. It passed with flying colors. I think I was working on, this is an Underwood 3 bank. I think I was working on it last weekend as well, but then we set it aside for a week. Had to do a few other things, a few other machines, and this case is really taken up the dye, so it was dry as can be. And ideally we'll get some good dye going and we can just kind of spread it out with this beauty. Sometimes we gotta, again, it's water based. I'm gonna throw a little water in just to kind of hydrate everything and get that ink flowing real well and see what we can do. It doesn't need to be super thick, it needs to be super consistent. Although this guy's really soaking it up. I probably should have put some gloves on. There we go. Nice consistency. It's going to be important, everything you do with typewriters, that this is something we do. Honestly, it's not really even something we charge for, but it's something we do just to make sure the case is around for another 20 years. The one thing we like to bestow on our customers is we tell them we don't want to see your machine for 20 years. Rubber's good, keep it covered. If you don't keep it covered, yeah, well, we may get to see it within 20 years. If you don't keep the type slugs clean, yeah, you'll have to bring it in so we can clean the type slugs, etc. Insert here. But if you keep the machine covered, keep it out of the dust. Don't beat it up. Don't drop it. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, and that machine's going to last a long time. It's pretty inconsistent right now, so maybe I'll check it in the AM. What I need to do is get into the corners. I actually have One of our magical green wands. Oh my god, I can't even. I gotta get all my tools back. I can't even find what I'm looking for. And I just hit the camera. Sorry about that. I hope nobody's prone to seizures. That would have been a big bump. Sorry about that. Get the glasses put away. All my wrenches or my plier, my handsets, they'll hang on just a 2x2 back here behind the camera. Okay, what was I doing? Getting this guy going. So these are really neat. They're just foam. You can use them to re-ink things. You can use them to oil things. You name it. Clean. This will just get in the corners. I'm going to introduce a little more water. I know everyone's watching this going, water on paper? Are you crazy? No. I've just done it before and I know it works. Just a little bit of water. No different than the amount I guess you'd try to spit. I'm not going to spit in anyone's case though. Oh, it's late. I make myself laugh sometimes. I'm so funny. No spitting in customers' cases. I'm going to have to write that into our memo statement. Mission statement. Make a memorandum. Make sure it gets in the mission statement. Make sure everybody knows. No spitting in customers' cases allowed. Okay. Now that I've got a little bit of shoe polish everywhere. Shoe cleaner. Shoe dye. I'll hit this one again. I hope the clunking isn't too loud. Okay. And just like that. Put this back on Grace's bench. I want to make sure I don't have any questions. Do I have any questions? Somebody said hi. Hello back. Somebody else said hi. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the live. So now we're gonna actually build a handle for this guy, and I know there's so many different ways to build a handle for a typewriter. This is just how we do it, and it's what works for us and our customers, and it's something economical and affordable that we can do. I've got two types of strap leather here. Don't ask me what the sizes are. That one's a little thin. This one's a little thick. Well, we're going to have to go with the thinner one, I suspect. Let's check my stock. I got a little more stock. I'm always ordering a lot of bits of leather. I just want to make sure I got everything as needed for the customer. Yeah, we're going to have to go with the thinner stuff. A lot of the stuff I just source off eBay. I've got a local Tandy leather, but the people who work there are a little too rude for my taste, so I'll just order it online. So a couple of things. First off, I actually keep a separate leather making kit. I bet you that's in the way of the camera. Let me double check. No, it's just annoying. So we're gonna poke all this together. This handle's already tight. Looks like this guy's a little loose, so we're gonna quickly pound that back together. A little bit of wood, and we're gonna have to use metal. I was fortunate enough that years ago my My father was always into cars, so this is a piece of metal that I've wrapped in tape a little, but he would use it to pound out a fender or a bumper or the like, give or take. So we'll just set that on there. Okay, well that tightened that one up. That one's good, but maybe we'll just. Anything else loose I can tighten up? I think the trick is not too much bang, but you'll still get something good for the buck. Okay, so that's been tightened up. Now the trick is put everything back so your bench, so my bench doesn't get any worse. And for whatever reason, there we go. My hammer did not want to go back in the same place. Keep the customer's tag on there. So this guy will go together. Luckily, this being a 3-bank, it doesn't weigh very much. So there's a couple ways we can do this. I always kind of like to do it almost nearly as tight as possible, but what I'll do is I'll make a mark and then I'll use the rubber hole punch, and that should kind of do it. Let me get an awl here, or something resembling an awl. Make sure my left and right, I'm looking at it from my perspective, trying to get the left and right even. As the left and right gets even, we'll make sure there's enough room to grab it, and I just square it. So when I put both holes in, I kind of know about where they should be. I reckon until you do this 100 times like I have, it would kind of be work. But the reason I'm punching the holes is I'm going to use what's called a Chicago bolt. And what a Chicago bolt does is, it looks like a rivet, but it just screws together. And it just makes my life of this a whole lot easier, for lack of a better term. It's hard because I want to hit where the hole is, but I want to hit where my mark is, but I know my mark is a little off center, so I have to really find center on the leather. There we go. Get a little twist, make sure it's going all the way through. Okay, that's good stuff. We'll fold this over. Then on these here, I'm just going to square them. It's almost like whatever the measurement is on one side, the measurement will be on the other. Ta-da! I think I'll go ahead and dog ear these as well. That is, cut the sharp corners off. Not that it really matters, but again, it's all about what we can do here so the customer doesn't have to worry about it. This one might be just a smidge off, but I think, yeah, it's a little off. Just a smidge. Anytime you're doing work, if it's a smidge off, that's okay. It just reminds you that you're not perfect. You're not godlike. All we can do is our very best. See, I just kind of dog-eared it a little. I know I can like use different tools for different themes here. I'm just gonna take the bit of the side of the heavy scissors here and hit it, and because it's a flat metal surface, I can make sure that all the leather frays are kind of tucked in. The dog ears are good. Let's get the Chicago bolts out. I got a few different kits of them. It's always fun to kind of try to figure out what I'm going to use. This particular typewriter originally had this bright chrome, but the chrome is no longer bright. So I've got a off bright, kind of a darker metal that has a bit of gloss to it, and we're able to polish this. It got pretty glossy, so I'm going to use that. That should be the closest. I think that'll be the closest that'll match. Should look pretty good. I'll get my tweezers. So this one will go here. And just like that, we've dropped a screw. No, we've thinking started by hand, but we'll see. Luckily, I have a screwdriver or three. Oh, I got a Phillips right here. These happen to be Phillips, but it has a flathead accent, so we'll be able to straighten it out. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect if you ever feel like doing it at home. It's just another advantage, another thing we can do for the customer that is real hard for the customer to do at home. And this one we charge a little for, but customers are always real happy about it. Nominal fee to just take care of something. It's hard to carry a typewriter around without a dang handle. There's a ton of different handles you can just kind of purchase. I've seen. We could even redo the hardware on this, so it'll look a little loose and different, but this is probably the closest thing to your stock, and over time it'll pull as needed, but all four fingers fit. Not too loose, not too tight. You can see I got ½ an inch or so, so that always helps me because I'm always carrying typewriters the different ways. Let's face it, after a block or two of carrying a typewriter, you can really wear yourself out. Wear yourself out if you're not careful. Put this back on the shelf. Thank you, Cash Money. Love leather work, make cowboy brands, battle sinks. Oh, good for you. Yep, it's been a good day. Well, let's give the old college try. Well, I even have my feet out. I always keep a great stock of feet. I got a great guy over in, oh, for crying out loud, feet everywhere. I got a great feet maker up in Portland, Oregon. His name's Tony. Tony's with Top Space. You just Google typewriter feet. In fact, I think it's typewriterfeet.com. So you Google that, it'll pop right up. Okay, let's see how this thing turns out. Oops, I missed the bottom on this side. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, we got new feet on the bottom here. Yeah, this is going to be great. It's going to work great for the customer. It's very important to put the machine through everything the customer is going to do. And as you can see, that works real well. Okay. I can sleep easier tonight. Yeah, this thing turned out real well. Got a nice machine test. We do these machine tests with all of our typewriters that we service. That way we've got a written record. I'm going to go through and double check, test everything. I'm going to sign it. And I always just date it with the month. 2-year warranty. 2-year warranty on all of our Muse certified machines. So that's what this offers. Just make sure that the work that we do has a warranty, not a guarantee. We can't guarantee everything because we didn't build it. But we can absolutely warranty the work that we've done, of course. So it's the very least we can do for our customers. Sometimes on cases you get little globbies, and I keep a lighter around here. Not globbies, they're just little stick outs. Just kind of burn it off, stick it back together. This thing's gonna be sweet, I think. Yeah, this is the one going to a young poet. So okay. So now what we'll do, part of our QC, I'll let it sit for a day, make sure no gremlins come out, and then I will finish this QC test. I'll go through everything that's tested. Everything's good. I'll go from there. So I will just leave this on my bench. I know it's there tomorrow, ready to go. Happy Friday night. Technically it's Saturday. This is what I look like. And thanks for joining us here. Bob's Bench, typewritermuse.com. If you haven't been to our website lately, we're always showing off the typewriters we sell and have available in the showroom. Usually about half of them are up on the website. We always have 50. Right now we might have closer to 70. So if you happen to be in Southern California, yeah, man, cruise on by. Give us a call, make an appointment, give you the treatment, make sure you can play with our typewriters, and we'll be there to answer all your questions. We want to make sure it's a wonderful experience for the customer who graces our showroom and our typewriters with their fingers. Of course, we also do virtual showings of our machines if you see something on the website, or if you just want to give us a call and see what we do have. We may have exactly what you're looking for. These are typewriter specialty tools. I've had to remake them a bit, but I was fortunate enough to get them from a local guy. So we're having fun. I got an old red Craftsman behind me. It's been around for a long time. This guy's pretty cool too. It hangs on to small screws, very small screws. Well, it hangs onto that one crooked, but it certainly does a wonderful job, and it does it all with the press clamp. Okay, boy, I gotta clean this desk. This thing looks freaking terrible. Terrible, I say. Okay, appreciate you watching. Bob Marshall, Typewriter Muse Live. And let me shut this thing off.